1. Whoa, it's cold. Yeah, hello everybody. For all of those, for all of you who are not watching the World Cup, thank you for not watching the World Cup and coming to us instead. For all of you that are on catch up and watching after World Cup, thank you for watching us on catch up. And why didn't you watch the football on catch up and not us? Yeah. So
yeah. 22 millionaires kicking a ball of air round.
I don't get it. 22 grown men. 22 grown men in shorts kicking a bag of wind.
Wait, is that a ball of air or a ball of air, Col?
Air.
Air. Air as in air.
No, that's air, mate. That's air, not air.
Air balls is the thing about cats, isn't it?
Yeah, if you had an airy air blowing air, yeah.
So for the rest of the evening, this will be a football-free zone because none of us know anything about it.
No, don't do football. Don't do sport.
But the good news is we're all back this week. All four of us. Look, we're all here, and me.
Did you get me sick note, Ted?
Yes, I've signed it and I've submitted it to HR, which is that box over there.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Yeah, and I've signed Fox's leave of absence.
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, people are suffering with some buffering, but it's going out okay as far as I can tell. It is nasty weather around here, so there may be problems.
I've got a feeling, mate, that it's balkiness from the YouTube end, mate.
Yeah, it's probably because everybody's streaming football and things like that. And I must apologise, but we were trying to sort my sound a moment ago. So if anybody can't hear me, I'll talk a little bit louder without disturbing Mrs. T downstairs.
Yeah.
I think your volume might have gone up again, Ted. On that slider, you want to drop it down again.
Yeah.
It works.
Right.
Yeah, that's a YouTube issue, folks. That's nothing Chris's end because he's got an healthy stream going out, but I can see it on the other monitor where the YouTube circle of doom's going, so that's beyond our control, I'm afraid, folks.
Well, so there we are. Yeah, that's it. What do we normally do now? Yeah,
I think we're done, aren't we? That'll be it. Thanks for watching. Come again next week.
Yeah,
it's his turn down there. We'll do some terms and conditions. Fox, you're on. Nothing happened.
There we go. I was waiting for the... Yes, hello, welcome to the eModels Monday show. It's that time of the fortnight. Doesn't really work, does it? When we sit and talk rubbish for an hour, pimp some shizzle from the eModels store, and generally have a good time. Don't forget, of course, a couple of ground rules. This is a show for emodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. Chris, how many needs?
All of them.
Chris?
Sorry, I just got a message saying stream is dodgy tonight. Sound keeps going. Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
Yes. Yeah, so it's a show for them, so make sure you go to eModels and spend all your money. Please do not mention other retailers in chat, of course, because it is their show. And please keep it family friendly in chat, because of course it is an eModels show as well, so make sure no swears or anything like that. And don't forget, of course, if you're watching this embedded in Facebook or Twitter or somewhere, you can click on the little YouTube icon on the bottom right hand corner if you want to join the live chat. And if you're watching it on a mobile device, you might want to scroll down or to the side of the video to see the live chat if you can't quite see it. If you're on TV, you can't join the live chat. Not on the YouTube app, but there you go. We still love you anyway. And yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Practice now.
Ted's writing it, everything down the jet. I could hear his pen writing it. It's like, yeah.
He says, I'll be back.
Yeah, I don't think Ted's got sound his end either, so I think it's definitely YouTube, Chris, because I can see it in my...
Ted's Arnie impression needs work when you're writing it down. It doesn't work quite so well.
I'll be back.
Yeah, hasta la vista and all of that lot. So,
You
yeah,
steamed on that thing?
Good terms and conditions there, mate. I'll be pressed with
Well,
it.
it's been 4 weeks and I've kind of forgotten them all. So,
Yeah, I know.
Be nice in chat.
Yeah.
Discuss other retailers.
Yeah,
Don't forget,
absolutely.
Don't forget Black Friday, possibly.
Yeah, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, innit? Is that... Yeah, that was over the weekend, isn't it?
Has it been?
I think so.
Friday's
yeah.
this week.
Oh fudge! I was going to promote.
Or is it this week?
This week, Friday, and then the Monday
I'll have a
after,
look.
I believe. Yes.
Yeah, it's Cyber Monday. Yeah.
Let me get the T's and C's up so I can do my job.
Yeah, I know Amazon was doing a thing because it was on the app that it was the Black Friday, so I think they're a week
Amazon
early,
have decided
mate.
to do Black Friday week, apparently, all week.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
happy days. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm back.
there you go.
How back are you? Are you fully
We
back or are you
got
back a
we
little
got
bit?
some bellies and benching. The bobbins, belly, spicy meaty pizza. Bench, he's painting an Airfix Nimrod. Nice.
Nimrod.
Oh.
Andy McLeish, belly, mashed potato, turnip and sausages.
Sausages.
And Paul Allen Ryder, belly, Mackie D double whopper. Oh, good hit. And the bench is a 350. Hold up, let him finish with his keyboard.
Go on, I'm trying to do it really quietly as well.
Yeah, go on, you do what you're doing and I'll carry on in a
It's
minute.
all right. I've done.
Belly, Mackie D double whopper, bench 350, retrofit enterprise. Yeah,
Wait
so
a
having
minute.
Dave in then for a minute.
What was not Mackie D? What was Burger King?
Yeah, belly, Mackie D, whopper, bench,
You can't have a
350
Whopper from Mackie
retrofit.
D. That don't work. You can't do that.
Hey, mate, I'm just, I know.
I know, but he can't do that. How do you
It's
do that?
Burger King. I do like a double whopper.
I'd love a Burger King.
I drove past Burger King in Barrow before, and there was nobody in it.
Yeah.
McD's and Domino's were full. Nobody in Burger King. Is it?
Yeah.
I believe it's because it's so expensive. I don't know if that's the case, but
See, I
Yeah.
love Burger King, but whenever you walk in there, it always takes them like an ice age to make just a portion of fries. It's like, oh, hurry
Yeah.
up. Black Friday is from 12 a.m. on the 25th of November.
A couple of folks in the chat have turned down the quality to 720 and 1080 and are saying they're getting no buffering. So yeah, it's definitely YouTube.
Yeah.
I think the whole internet's balked because mine was off earlier on and things like that. Whether
Yeah, we weren't sure Ted
whether
was going to
in
make
the
it.
UK
tonight.
Some companies are throttling the internet at the moment, aren't they? It is
We're
a
not trying to-
thing.
We're not trying to stream 4K into a 1080p stream key, are we, by any chance?
No, the stream key is actually variable, so you can stream anything you like into it. But yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. Yeah, that should be fine then.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, so Black Friday, 12 a.m. on the 25th of November is the start date, and it closes at 11:59 on the 28th of November. And on the 25th through the 28th, during the checkout process, use the voucher code AWESOME. Just type AWESOME.
I wonder who thought of that.
I can't imagine who thought of that. It is, what does it say? Our in-store prices are already discounted by 10%, and it adds a further 5%, so you're getting 15% discount, basically. A whopping 14.5% savings in total off the recommended retail price RRP.
Yeah, because you're already getting 10% each time you buy something. So, yeah.
So it's adding to that, basically. So there you go.
Happy days.
Happy
So,
days.
yeah, so yeah, a bit earlier than normal, but slap it in your basket.
And don't forget, folks, if you finish the thing, you'll get a ding.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
and it's in the last
yeah.
2 weeks if you finished the thing.
Yeah,
Text.
I've got me. I've got the hammer. I've got the hammer of dinging. But I'll put some light. Yeah, no, we'll do without. We'll save energy and turn the lights up. Yeah. What else? What else has been going on? Belly and bench tonight. For my belly and bench tonight, I had just a light dinner. I just had cheese and fruit for cheese and biscuits and fruit for my dinner because I had a rather large, overpowering lunch.
Yeah.
So that was it. Yeah.
Discuss the lunch, Ted. Inquiring minds want to know.
Lunch was a big sort of truckers takeaway, truckers cafe, eggs, sausage, full English breakfast with all the stuff on it. So we had that about lunchtime, one of these all day breakfasts. So give me some of that, all of it. So that's, and a recommendation, if you're having cheese and biscuits, when you get a nice smoky cheese, have a nice Islay malt whiskey with it.
I knew there was going to be an alcohol suggested in there.
Yeah, a nice, an Islay malt is nice and smoky, and nice and peaty. And if you have some smoked cheese with a malt, yum. Try
I'm
it.
assuming if you have
Nice.
unsmoked cheese, then you also need a malt with it.
Yeah, and if you have an unsmoked cheese like a Gouda or something like that, have a lowland.
If
Yeah,
you don't have cheese, should you have a nice malt with it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
just have whiskey. Yeah, just have whiskey. Yeah, make it a nice blended. Yeah, so you can have all the region in one bottle. Yeah, a nice blend.
We have some benches and bellies. Way up to Trevor's workbench says belly, grilled cheese and tomato soup. Bench, victory bow section.
Oh,
Primetime Modelling says belly, meatballs and pasta sauce and brown rice. Bench, Tamiya 135th Jeep. May turn out as another movie diorama build. We'll see.
Happy days.
happy. Richard Thomas, Scale Model, a belly, pepperoni pizza, a bench, a 124th Tamiya Mercedes AMG GT3, number 7 from 10 to build. Number 7 from 10
That's
to...
a sentence full of numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers in that there, Richard.
Well, we always joke that we care about the belly bit, but the bench bit to us is like it's an MT340 food with a 17...
Yeah, we're like witchcraft. Yeah.
Yeah. We know.
Lee Barrett's got Cornish pasties in his belly with potato wedges. Bench,
That's right, my barber.
bench is the ICM 116th Grenadier Queen's Guard. I must remember that last weekend just gone, it was Telford. Anybody out there in Chatland, did you go to Telford? If so, what did you buy at Telford? We didn't get there this time because of things, but what? Maybe next year.
The first question was, how strong is the buyer's remorse when you get back? And the second of all, did you have a good time?
Paul Allen Ryder says,
What did you
sorry,
want?
it was Burger King. He said Mackie D was on Saturday. You went to Mackie D Saturday.
Oh,
and
there you go.
Monday's Burger Oh, that's living the life, isn't it?
We need to stop talking about
Jeez.
takeaway food. I'm starving. I'm always hungry when I do live streams. By the end of
Yeah,
it,
bit Hank Marvin, are you, mate?
I really regret the day I came up with the idea of bench and belly. It's never a good thing. Now we want a Cornish potato.
And another thing in my personal stories this week is the Mini has finally died. So yeah, it got taken away. I waved it away the other day on the back of a low loader.
It's only a few years old. That's a bit rubbish.
Model making minis no more.
Yeah,
It died after what, 6 or 7 years? That's a bit pants for a model.
it's actually 11-year-old.
Is it?
2011. So yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, my Fiesta's 22 years old and still going.
yeah.
Yeah, but your
Well,
Fiesta
it-
gets
it-
used like once every month.
My Monza was made in 1985.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What do you do to it, Ted?
well, it's something called the diesel particle filter had got blocked.
Oh, your diesel particles. Yeah.
And
Particle.
So the guys also said, well, it needs a few tyres and brakes doing, and that'll be 300 quid. And then the particle filter, well, we don't do them, but we can take it off and put a new one on for you for 600 quid.
Yeah, it's worth more than the car, and it's economical
Yeah.
repair, isn't it?
So you're thinking you're looking at putting £1,000 into the car to get it back on the road? No. We buy any car was only going to give me £3,000. So away it went.
We
Would
buy
you
any
be
car,
better-
but not that one.
Would you be better off leasing one then, Ted, perhaps?
I've actually got one now. It's a Vauxhall Mivera, something like that.
Yeah, I know the one, yeah.
Yeah,
All I've got in my head now is the Matt Lags and Vauxhall Vivas.
yeah, but this one's really special because it's got suicide doors on the back. The rear passenger doors are suicide doors. Yeah. It's brilliant. Yeah. So yeah.
We've got a ding.
We got a ding.
Richard Thomas Scale Model World says he's finished 6 124th. He's finished 6 124th Tamiya Mercedes AMG GT3s. He's finished 6 of them.
You only get one ding because you put
Yeah. Put them all in one comment.
That's sorry, you lost out.
It's like Skyrim. If you've got 100 sweet rolls and you drop them, you only get one that drops out. I know what that
Stefan Last is having trouble with the stream. He sees it down at 7:20 and it runs for 10 to 15 seconds, then buffers for maybe 3 or 5 seconds. I'll watch the show later.
That's why we're keeping on going, because hopefully when it uploads, it'll be fine. It's nothing we can do about it, I'm afraid, folks.
Everybody be watching the football and recording it for that's
Yeah.
what's happened. So.
I mean, we're all seeing and hearing each other in real time here, fine, so we're going to keep going, and then hopefully when it uploads, you'll get continuity, so bear with us.
Continuity.
It's beyond our control.
It's like Mark Shellard said. It's like watching Open All Hours with Arkwright while the buffering.
Granville.
Granville.
So if we all sit there going, that makes it even better.
Yeah, what you got to do? What you got to do next is you've got.
Yeah.
Well, what we can do, right, is right.
Yeah.
Ted can start doing Arkwright quotes. I can start reading from Claudius. One of you start doing that comedian with the thing with the stammer and.
Norman Collier.
That's
Norman,
the
With the old car window. Yeah.
And one of you can be like, Mr. Grimstyle, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Norman Wisdom.
That's the one.
I was going to say Bruce Forsyth, but never mind.
Yeah. He was, wasn't he? Chinny chin chin.
Yeah, did he do well? Did he do well? Yeah, cuddly toy. Yeah.
Bruce Forsyth from Barra.
From Barra.
Twinned with every other country.
Anyway, while we're all back in all fours, what we have to do now is go over to him over there.
We're back on all fours, Ted. What are you thinking of?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're not getting away with that.
It's up there now. Yeah. Well, I think
Not thinking about that.
Colin, can you do your thing?
Of course I can, mate. It took me a minute to realise what he was on about. This is going to be fun on a buffering stream, innit? Festus factoid, folks. And Foxx might want to grab his hat because we're starting off with something good here. Love Canal.
What?
Can you say that?
Yeah, we're talking about Love Canal, Ted.
Family friendly.
It is family friendly. It is. In 1968, Sherry Schroeder was born the third child to Karen Schroeder, who lived beside the Love Canal chemical dump in the city of Niagara Falls. It was the physical problems of her daughter at birth that prompted her mother to learn about all the extent of the Love Canal environmental problem. There you go. It was a vigorous campaign, and she brought it to the public's attention. She was born with an heart that beat irregularly and had an hole in it, bone blockages of the nose, partial deafness, deformed ear exteriors and a cleft palate. All to do with where she was living. They said from about the 1930s, the Yucca Community Company, manufacturer of pesticides, plasticizers and caustic soda, used the abandoned canal to dump over 20,000 tonnes of toxic waste residues, which leaked into all the local homes. There you go.
I love it when you start on a happy, cheerful one.
Yeah, mate, it was on there. Yeah.
Wasn't there a film something like that with John Travolta, was it?
There wasn't there, where it was something to do with it. Yeah. Right, folks, we got some births for you.
Birth.
Yeah. First up, we've got an American geneticist called Alfred Henry Stuyvesant. And he developed a technique for mapping the location of specific genes and chromosomes in the fruit fly Drosophila. And his method of chromosome mapping relies on the analysis of groups of linked genes. So he was born.
Genes, ladies, link those genes.
Yeah, he was born on this day in 1891, you pilch. Next birth up is a Russian-American chemist who was one of the first to investigate high-pressure catalytic reactions of hydrocarbons and what's that? He developed a process for manufacturing high-octane gasoline, and his name is Vladimir Nikolaevich Ipatiev. There you go.
You're all right with the Russian names. I quite like
I do well as a Russian translator. He was born on this very date. And last up, if we've got anyone better than him, no, we can do another two. This one, birth is a German mineralogist who in 1863 was a co-discoverer of an elephant.
Ted will get upset.
Of the of the element indium, and his name was Euronymous Theodor Richter. Stop it! Stop it!
Is it hippopotamus? What?
Yeah, him.
Hippopotamus Bosch.
Euronymous. He was an expert in metallurgy, essaying on blowpipe analysis.
Blowpipe analysis?
Yeah, stop it, you. You're putting me off.
I just realised I'm wearing the wrong glasses. My eyes are killing me. I wonder why my head.
Yeah, I didn't think you was Jeff Lynn tonight. I thought you had turned over a new leaf and was trying to look modern.
My head was banging. I've got the light right there.
Oh, we got the guy back out of Peters and Lee now. Yeah, we're here, Fox.
No, I have to wear them because I've got sensitivity to the bright light. So I have to.
Oh God, he's always got something sensitive. First it was his teeth, now it's his little eyely eyes.
I can't help being old.
Oh, Wally, what's up with you?
Still
now,
like
last
you.
up, we got a birth. Is a French author. There you go. And his name is Francois Marie Arioet Voltaire. And he's a French author who popularised Isaac Newton's work in France by arranging translation of Principia Mathematica, which he added his own contemporary 1737, he says. Yeah. And he did a translation with the Marquise de Chaliet, who was one of his mistresses. There you go.
I love the way you pronounce French like it's German. It's great.
Hey, mate, it's foreign to me, innit? Right, I've got some deaths, folks. So we're going for respect now. This is going to work well, isn't it?
Well, we're going for it.
Yeah. First up, we got a Russian cosmonaut and a space engineer who, from 1955, was part of the team that would go on to design Sputnik. And his name was Konstantin Petrovich Fekitizov.
What did he take off?
Yeah, say it again.
Let's not read that one.
I'm worried about saying it again in case I say it wrong.
Too many missteps in that.
Yeah,
I think that could be done.
he died at the ripe old age of 83 in 2009. There you go, folks. We've got, who else? Let's have a looky loop. Oh, God. We got an... my heart's just sunk. We got an Indian physicist whose work was influential in the growth of India. He is called... Yeah, here we go. Sir Chandrasekhara Ventakaka Raman. There you go. And he's the recipient of the 1930 Nobel Prize for Physics for the 1928 discovery called the Raman scattering.
Scatter.
Yeah, scatter. And last up, but no means least, we got an Italian-American army officer, archaeologist and museum. It's going well, isn't it? Director who amassed one of the largest collection of antiquities from Cyprus. I'll tell you this, these teeth called Luigi Palma di Cesnola. And his works include Cyprus, its ancient cities, tombs and temples, folks. So there you go. That's your births, your deaths, and your factoid for you.
Can you imagine if you worked in television, your greatest enemy would be auto cue?
Yeah, but the thing about it is, if it's buffering this much, they might actually sound correct.
I'm a little bit concerned because Andy McLeish's only recently said love canals. So
yeah,
he might be like 5 minutes behind the rest of us. So yeah, what's in store is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Watching it back's going to be fun because it'd be like, oh yes, we're going to do it's factoid, hot.
It's like Bazooka Joe interior things where you fold them and you get a different picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember them. Yeah.
Yep. Angus Sallet says Belly will be bacon and egg roll with coffee. Bench has a small whaling ship. I had to double check that. Small whaling ship from Academy. A small German truck towing a small artillery piece from Airfix and lots of dust and mess to be found.
McLeish is having a wibble. He says, oi, Alf. He said, Ted don't get any ribbage for cheese and fruit, and I get slaughtered for eating a bag of sensations. The ignominy.
Well, that's it. I think it's a whiskey. It reduces the cholesterol levels.
I do feel compelled to point out that in true Streisand effect, we'd all forgotten about the sensations crisps until you mentioned them.
And, yeah, absolutely. But Ted has got an excuse. Ted is sophisticated. You're a bit, oi, God blimey, governor. And then it's, I am eating sensations.
So we had forgotten about that, but...
Thanks for reminding us.
So we'll call you Barbara from now on.
Pim's boy.
Bobbins said he went to Telford and he bought some 1/35 pianos and a German space bomber.
Space bomber!
Yeah. 1/35 piano. It sounds like more than one.
Elemento, Revell Jeep Wrangler, and a Revell 65 Shelby Cobra 427 plus cutting mats.
Yeah. Jeff Light says. Jeff Light says, dare I say it, the buffering has now stopped. That's probably because the whistle's gone on the Wales game.
Don't say it. Yeah.
I wonder how many of Richard Thomas's new cutting mats have already been spilt on.
All of them. McLeish says that I whine and gripe worse than my mother, but I don't like wine and I can't stand grapes. So
you're right, Andy. He does, mate. Honestly, he don't stop whimpering like a boo-boo.
I don't whimpering. That's not right, is it?
Me fingers, me eyes, me teeth.
I can't help being demic.
Oh, my teeth are censored.
That's Simon Reynolds' fault, that is.
I know. Well done, Si, if you're watching.
Yeah.
As Roy Orbison just joined us, says Mike.
That's who I was trying to think. Pretty woman. Yeah.
I don't mind being a best-selling musician.
And McLeish says, just as well he's hiding behind that baseball cap. See what he did there.
It's fighting talk. I never wear baseball caps. I never will.
I just wonder when you go out like that, do you get asked do you need help across the road, sir? Can I need any help? Yeah.
No, because when I'm going across the road, I've not got a dirty, great big spotlight right in my face, so I don't need to wear them.
What else has been going on? I forgot.
McLeish also says Luigi.
Yeah, there you go. Luigi.
Not Luigi. Wasn't she a singer? No.
Thought they was a band, the Ouija's. See what I did.
Steady now.
Luigi's. Oh.
That's squeegee, isn't it? That's different.
Yeah. It's different.
Cleaning my screen.
And we're only about 4 weeks away from Christmas. Yeah.
Oh. You had to go there, didn't you? You had to do it.
Can I be the first one on eModels to wish everybody a happy Christmas?
No, you can't, Ted.
Too late. I've done it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't forget, Foxx, we've got Defiant Ted these days, haven't we?
No. He's
brilliant, isn't it?
He's got really bullshit. It's like the 1980s all over again.
Yeah.
I think he's forming a union. I could be wrong.
Keith asks, Luigi, he said, is that an airy toilet? See what he did there.
Yeah, I think Ted's forming a union or something. Bullshit.
No, it's just that everybody's back on the show this week, and I feel more empowered because there's.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Could you imagine the chaos if we gave him the buttons?
Have you got the power of Grayskull now, Ted?
You imagine? Remember at one time I did have the buttons.
I was going to say you used to have the buttons, didn't you, Ted?
But now I haven't got a clue because it's all gone technical. Yeah, one time it was just like a big sort of knife switch that you just.
Yeah, there was back in the days of Hangouts on the air with the big click button. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Well, yeah, they were the days. Hangouts, weren't they?
Hangouts on air. auto switching. Do you remember that? It's like, oh, where's he gone?
But we used to think that was the bee's knees, and look back at it now and go,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Friday night. Let's all have a hangout together. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, there what it is. Yeah, but now I just.
Matej says to Chris, "I'm 100% present and watching live. Thank you very much."
Yeah, I noticed he said that 5 minutes after I mentioned it. So
Yeah,
I don't know
he said it
exactly
like
how
about-
live he is, but yeah.
He's live, but not as we know it.
Cool. Anyway, I think it's time to go across to Colin
Yeah,
again.
it's back up to me again, gang. I've got all the things. See, this is my punishment for being a sick note last time. I've got to do all the things, innit?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. There, you go away and you come back, and all that work's just piled up waiting for you.
I came in here, I had to push loads of buttons and I broke the internet, so it's all my fault. Yes.
The in tray was full. You had a computer full of emails, and they all had to be answered. Just
Yeah, helps Cole if you actually have the screen share set up so that you can click it and not sit here looking like a lettuce, wondering where it's gone. There it is. So we'll add that to the stream, folks.
Professional we are.
A nice professional transition here, but yeah, it's what's in store. You got the rules and regs, Fox, for what's in
Yeah,
store?
go for it. Go for it. Hello, big hug. Oh, I forgot to say, by the way, Mama Wolf's favourite this week is Chris.
well
Two on the bounce.
well done, Chris.
Now you see, Chris is benefiting from Mama Fox's poor memory because she says it'll be Chris this week because he's not been a favourite for ages.
That'll be
So
it.
she
Yeah.
forgot she did them last time.
Not that I've got bragging rights, but what I will say is I have been getting a lot of hugs, a lot of kisses, and a lot of hello festas as Mama Fox has been walking around before streams.
Yeah.
So
No,
I did get hugs and kisses the other week.
Fox.
Ted, don't go close to your microphone. Just don't do it. Yeah, and it's like, you know, before we do a live stream, I'll have the speakers on, and my wolf will come in and say hello, and he'll say hello back, and I'll just like,
yeah,
get a room.
yeah.
Anyway, yes,
And
it's time
he
for...
gets nothing. That's the
I get
thing.
nothing. I just get to make the tea and all the time and get no gratitude. I go all the way to the shop in the rain and all the way back, nothing.
Oh God, yeah. The shop's
Uphill
that
both
far
ways.
from his front door.
The shop is my front door. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to What's in Store. That time of the week. No, that time in the show when one of us will show you many fine items from the eModels.co.uk web store, which is, you know, who the stream is for. And there will be a magical theme that holds them, that surrounds them and binds them together. Apparently, although Colin's shaking his head, so it's a very thin, very tenuous.
It's in,
Like a,
it's in the style of Lord Chris of Gross.
okay, which means you have to go and find the item on the store and then read the entire description to find the one letter in
Read.
one word.
Read very carefully. folks.
Look at it
No,
through
it is
different
pretty
filters.
obvious. It is pretty obvious, but there is a red herring.
Well, there's a thing. There's a red herring, and what you have to do,
Or is
you
it
have to go on, Ted.
I just wonder, was it a red herring or a sardine or an anchovy?
Yeah.
Anchovies could go on pizza, couldn't they?
I like anchovies on pizza. None of my local pizza places do anchovies anymore. It makes me very sad.
You have to order some from Tesco.com and they'll deliver some anchovies.
No, I'd rather a little man come to the door and have one hot and ready for me to put into my face.
Well, you don't want to know about that anymore. Keep going. Come on.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's not family friendly, that, mate.
yes, anyway, Fester will go through a selection of his items. Don't say anything in chat. If you figure out what the theme is, shut up. Shh. Wait. At the end of all the items, he will come back to you and say, "What is the theme, my friends?" And then the first person in chat to guess what the theme is correctly will win. What will they win, Ted?
Nout.
Nout. And they'll have
Nah,
that taken
nah.
out. And we will send out through the vacuum tubes if you prep the vacuum tubes, Ted. Yeah, but what about the vacuum tubes? So yeah,
Hang on a minute. I'll empty my mug of vacuum tubes.
oh, don't go close to the microphone. Don't do that.
Vacuum
Yeah,
tubes.
don't do that because you might upset his sensitive ears.
Vacuum tubes.
Tubes. Anyway, yes. So we shall go through some items. Ted's just off with his tubes now. We'll leave him to his tubes. So keep quiet, and at the very end, guess what the theme is, and you'll win nothing, and you might have some bees. There may be some bees. We've still got bees in the system somehow, I don't know.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's it. Shut up, Fox.
Yeah. So add to the stream, share the screen. That went well, didn't it?
Oh, that's clever.
Screen and add to the stream.
There you go. There you go, folks. First up, I don't know why I had my mouse trying to scroll that one in front of me when it's on this screen. Spot the pilchard.
It's a plazit.
Yeah. First, would you like me to give you an inkling of what this What's in Store's about? You know, because
no clues, no clues.
No,
We might need
wouldn't we doing the book and all of that thing,
Yeah,
or have we
you can
stopped
tell us
that
that.
now?
No, still doing it if you want.
This is a movie.
It's a wind-up book.
Yeah. There you go. It's a movie, folks. So yeah. First up, we have got Border Models 135th Chinese MBT PLA ZTZ99A.
Massive big tank.
It's a
See,
tank, folks.
Yeah, massive big tank. See, it's all numbers on. When it comes to models, it's all numbers, isn't it?
It's like them big words I say in the factoid, Ted. Yeah.
Big words. Big
But yeah,
words.
look at this bad boy though, folks. Look, and now we scroll down, we don't see the Royal Mail van, do we?
They fixed
Look at that.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a,
don't,
there's a-
yeah, don't
that
mention
looks
the Royal
nice.
Mail van.
Yeah, that looks nice, that, doesn't it? Look at that.
Pink
Height
bit.
of modern technology with 1960s
Yeah,
fuel cans
big
on
old
the back.
tankage there. Let's have a look at some of the other pictures. That's the one you've just seen. But yeah, look at that. You've got all your rucksacks
Stowage.
and all of that. Stowage, that's the word. Cheers, buddy. Yeah. Big boomstick. Am I right in thinking this looks like a rip-off of a British tank?
It does look a bit like
like Like a Challenger in it or something?
Challenger.
Chinese
that's
military hardware ripping off other
Yeah.
nations' hardware. Surely not.
Yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there, but it does look very similar to otherworldly battle tanks. But yeah,
Mixed in with a bit of T62, T72 type.
exactly. And its box art depicts the year 2030 when aliens invade the United States. That's
beg
nice,
pardon,
isn't
what?
it?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading it out loud, Fox, and
What?
all of that lot. Yeah, all right, give us a chance. And in
Yeah,
order
they-
to defend the entire planet, the PLA and US Army form an alliance to fight the aliens together in San Francisco. Going off on
Yeah.
a tangent, in the
Yeah,
end, the two...
it's got, that's a Golden Gate Bridge in the background, isn't it?
Yeah. In the end, it says the two superpowers defeated the alien army and he jointly defended the Earth, saving all of mankind. That
Spoilers.
is odd, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
That's like
When I-
that's like
when
just
I-
like a random theme put behind a model kit. It's like
Yeah, when I read that earlier, I was like, I could not have thought of a story to go with that tank like
yeah,
that, could you?
'cause it's like what's that? It's not like it's based on a movie. It's like what?
Yeah, I know. Because when I saw it, I thought, what's Chinese tank doing in front of the Golden Gate?
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
and
there you
they-
go. That's the story
yeah.
they came up with to explain it.
I scrolled down, Fox, not up. I scrolled down. Yeah,
Right.
That's just the most random thing I've ever come across.
exactly. And I was like, yeah, but there you go, folks. And that is the Border Models 135th Chinese MBT PLA ZTZ99A tank.
Yeah.
What a story, eh?
Especially considering as the box art, apart from the Golden Gate Bridge, gives you no suggestion there's anything to do with aliens.
Exactly. I mean, I was looking at that thinking, why is there the San
Yeah.
Francisco skyline behind a Chinese tank?
Because it's like
Until you
like a-
mentioned the story, I'd never noticed the
No.
background.
Yeah.
it's like you get some of the kits of like the sort of imagined World War II German aircraft that never happened, and it's like
Yeah.
the what if
Yeah, the
series.
what
It says on the
ifs,
box,
yeah.
what if? This is just like random. How weird.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, yeah. I thought that would get the old brains going because it certainly got mine triggered. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Huh? Yeah.
Next up, folks, we have got a Scalextrics. Yes.
Electric.
I'll get a
Whoa.
word in a minute. eModels do a Scalextrics range as well as RC and model kits. So yeah, folks. And this is the Scalextrics Team Rally Space, and it's number 3962, and it is the futuristic livery suits the robust and tough rally car superbly. with aliens and astronauts fighting it out across the bodywork. Go on.
I used to have a Scalextric, and there was always something about that smell. As it went, it's probably catching fire, but there was always a smell. There was
the old transformer warming up and.
But the cars used to smell, didn't they? I think it was the brushes on the motor.
Yeah.
To get hot.
Yeah, it was almost like is it cordite or whatever that smell? But yeah, I know what you mean. Like the brushes on a grinder.
Electronics and hot oil mixed together.
I've got to ask Ted, what's it called again?
Scalextric.
What's it called?
What would you call it, Fox?
Scalextric.
Yeah, I mean, me and Colin call it different.
Scalextrics.
No.
Yeah, we put the X in the wrong place.
Scalextric.
Yeah.
I know. Apparently they pronounce it Scalextric, don't they? But it's always been Scalextric.
I'd say the same as Colin's been saying, Scalextric.
Yeah, Scalextrics. Yeah,
it's Scalextric.
Yeah, I know, but
so what? I'm mispronunciating it.
Yeah, we get it wrong. I don't know if it's a southern thing, but that's what we say.
It's definitely but I'm sure on the boxes, Chris, that the X used to be on the end. Scalextrics.
I think it didn't. That's one of these Mandela effect things, but
absolutely. But yeah, look at that. It's a nice liveried Scalextrics car.
I assume that's all hand painted.
My Scalextric set was a James Bond one, and if the bad guy hit the front, hit the James Bond guy, launched the guy out of his.
See, we avoided the pronunciation issue by having an Aurora race set instead.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And there's all your technical specs. It's 30-second scale. No batteries are required, and magnetisation, front lights, rear lights, and all of that. So yes, folks, eModels do Scalextrics.
I never realised they were magnetised. I thought they were just like
because you've got the two magnets and the contacts. It just keeps the car on the track when it goes round the corners. It's tiny little magnets in there, mate.
Not strong enough to support it when I go round the corner because I fling off a.
Yeah, I think it's a new thing.
It's just enough to pull the nose down so that the contacts make contact, basically.
Yeah.
But we all used to bend them slightly, didn't we?
Yeah. Dave Cardboard, I beat my friends, I can beat the Benz, but you can't beat Scalextric.
Absolutely. There you go, folks. Next up, this is item number 3, folks. So you've all got to buy it. And I'm in Fox's good books this week because there's not only
item
one.
Number 3.
But there's 2 Warhammer-related things, so I'm in his good books. This is the Games Workshop Adeptus Sororitas Battle Sisters Squad.
I shall now let Colin talk about Battle Sisters for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's loads of ladies, dressed up in different uniforms that you can paint. There you go, folks. That's all I know about them. But yeah, nice bit of box art going on. There is blurb underneath. The Battle Sisters, here goes, I'm going to sound authoritative. The Battle Sisters make up the vast majority of each of the Order's militant, gunning down heretic, Xenos and traitor alike with their holy trinity of weaponry, bolter, melter and flamers. They're the foot soldiers of the Emperor, his sword of defiance and his shield indomitable. Beneath their thundering bolters, countless aliens, mutants, traitors and heretics have met their doom. There you go, folks.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you would like to add to that with your vastly superior wealth of knowledge?
Paint them well.
Yeah.
They're a good challenge in paint because they're not Space Marines, they're just people.
Yeah, they're not Harlequins either, are they?
No, there aren't any female Space Marines, but these aren't enhanced, so they're normal human size.
Yeah.
Which means they've got this really intricate filigree armour. So if you're on a real painting challenge, for real fine detail, they are quite small and it's quite challenging. I've got one in the cabinet up there, and it's.
There you go.
Do you want to see how big they are? No, you can't.
Yeah.
Can you?
But Bobby's described them as nuns with guns.
Nuns with guns. Good description. Description of the week goes to Bobbins there, mate.
That is a Sister of Battle.
Oh,
so they're not exactly big.
Yeah.
So they are great fun to paint, but they're very challenging. So if you want to set yourself a good challenge, because of all the intricate detail on the armour, lovely stuff. Lovely.
Yeah, there you go, folks. So if you don't fancy the wonderful Harlequin troupe, get yourself a set of them. That's all we'll
You're
say
happy with that
about
decision, aren't you, Cole?
I'm
Buying all
over the
Harlequins.
moon with it, mate.
He decided to give himself a challenge by buying some Eldar Harlequins, which are covered in like outfits made of diamond patterns, and they're like that big.
Yeah, I'd already ordered it by the time he said, "Oh, look, it gives you an idea of the size of the actual figure," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah." But anyway, item number 3, folks, obligated to buy that one, is the Games
Number 3,
Workshop
please.
Adeptus Sirius Battle Sisters Squad. Get yourself a bit of that.
The Adeptus
Next up,
logo?
we have got a Meng 1/9 BMW HP4 race pre-coloured. There you go. And it's a 1/9 scale model motorcycle, folks, that comes all pre-coloured, bit along the lines of what they did with the big GT40 that Nevbo built. So all your bits are pre-done. And yeah, you just slap it together, Ted, don't you, mate?
Right,
Ted?
it's got stabilisers on it.
Yeah,
Slap it together.
there you go. All the carbon fibre decals are on there. Nice lot of engine detail. So for the bike buffs out there, yeah, a nice, interesting size.
A nice size at 190. You've got to see all the detail on that.
Exactly, exactly. So if you're not quite feeling, you know, doing lacquer paint jobs and things like that, you just want to get a bike built without the faff of having to paint it and 2K clear it and all of that lot, this is the kit for you, folks. And yeah, some wonderful detail, nice carbon fibre detail there. Yeah, and you're getting a fair old bit of bike there for your money, folks. And as
Yeah.
Ted says, it's even got the paddock stand, or now known as stabilisers.
Yeah, it's got stabilisers.
Training
on it.
wheels.
Yeah, that's what Fox would have to ride the bike on, I think, don't you, Fox?
No, I'd actually get it. I'd put it on a trailer and then put the trailer in the back of a pickup truck and then
Yeah,
just drive the
and
pickup
then
truck.
drive that, because it's
Yeah,
like, no, I
because-
want to...
Oh, you mean like they used to do in Chips when they were riding side by side?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on the flatbed, wasn't it? It's like,
Let's
never
be honest,
forget
Fox would
watching
put
an
it in a
episode
trailer
of
inside a
Street-
covered thing and then not drive it.
yeah.
Yeah, or I'd just buy a car instead. But
Park it
I
on
never
his
forget
front
watching an
garden.
episode of Street Hawk where they had a shot of Street Hawk driving through an old, like a abandoned Wild West town for no specific
Yeah.
reason, and it had a close-up shot of his helmet, and you could see, like, in the reflection of his black visor, you could see his arms going to the handlebar, and then you could see the pickup truck in front of
Yeah.
him with the
The
trailer.
jib of the trailer poking up, but
Yeah, and you could see in the back of the pickup truck was a dirty great film camera, and the guy there going like that, and you could see that it's like, yeah, you didn't plan that one very well, did you?
didn't plan that at all, did they?
They didn't even hide it. You just like you could just there's a truck with a camera guy in the back. What?
Yeah, Chips was so bad when you could tell that they was just going.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like, really? Yeah. Gotta love them. So yeah, that is item number 4, the Meng 1/9 scale BMW HP4 race pre-coloured.
And what does BMW stand for Cole, in German?
Bavarian Motorworks.
In German?
I very nearly said something else. I'm not going to say it in German.
Oh,
Bavarian Motorworks.
like a native.
Yeah. Or as what was his name? What was that actor? Oh God, the posh one, Richard something. Richard Burton. When he used to speak German to the officer, it'd be hello there, Hans, how are you doing? And it was like, yeah, I've just spoken to the German officer, we can go through now. And it was like,
Yes.
yeah, that weren't German. But anyway, I digress. Item number 5 is the Squadron 172nd scale Alien Invader UFO. Yes, folks.
Ooh,
Yeah,
they
those
came
proper-
from outer space.
I used to love them old films, wasn't it? They're like, Alien invaders from Mars. Yeah, there you go, folks.
And the women going, ah.
Yeah, I mean, look at the artwork where they're all going, yeah, folks. Look at that. It's a classic old retro flying saucer. Now, I don't know about you, Fox, but when I saw that, I suddenly thought, how cool would that be to do in the old C1 metallizer?
Yeah, it would be actually.
Wouldn't it,
Very
eh?
good.
Cool, you could polish the bejesus out of that. And if you bought 4 of them, you could have hubcaps for your
I
car,
was going to say,
mate.
I looked at that and thought, why don't cars have hubcaps anymore?
Yeah.
It looks like
Go on.
like a cross between like the German fictional Hannibal and
Yeah.
something Billy Meyer would have photographed and claimed to be a real UFO
Exactly.
with a bit of string. You know.
Exactly. I don't know whether that's a caster that they've put it on underneath. It looks like some kind of wheel, but
It's got
could
like
you
a big
imagine?
bulbous things underneath, hasn't it? or
Yeah,
something?
the panel lines and the rivet detail you could do in that bad boy. I haven't put a bit of lighting in it, but for some reason C1 Metallizer sprung to mind when I saw that, and I thought,
what-
yeah,
If you're really
Hey.
clever, what you could do is build a small theremin into it. So if you move your hand near it, it goes.
yeah,
Yeah, you could put some lights in there, couldn't you? Colour changing lights.
yeah. The old RGB program them with an Arduino, you can get all the undulations of lightage.
And if you want to do a diorama, make
put it
sure.
on yeah, you could put it on a little rod and use it as like a bedside lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would be required to have a 1/72 scale cow
Yeah,
sucked up into it.
you'd have to try and get a 70-second scale figure of that bloke with a trilby hat going. "Ah!" yeah,
Yeah,
because
I can-
yeah.
I can see it all now. Bit of clear styrene rod with a cow stuck on the end of it being
A rather disconcerted looking cow. He's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
you could have it on a disc going around the spader. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we digress, folks. Yeah, that is the Squadron 1/72 scale Alien Invader UFO, folks. Look at that, eh? Hey, it's just one of them you want, isn't it? Next up, yeah.
Any
look.
reference to an old 1960 TV show there? You see with the little finger? No. Moving
No,
on.
I thought you was doing an impression of McLeish about the drink his Earl Grey there, but yeah.
Oh, we're getting some crisps from the packet. Oh,
Yeah, I'm just getting some of my sensations.
Some of my sweet chili sensations.
Absolutely.
Anybody who doesn't watch our Sunday stream won't know what the hell we're talking about.
He's going to torture us too for the rest of our existence. Next up, folks, the second. Yes, the second Warhammer thing. Yeah, folks. Games Workshop getting started with Warhammer 40k. Yeah. Collect, build, paint and play. And it's a nice bit of bookage for those of us, I include myself, that are totally new to this genre and have got no idea about it, the lore or whatever. It gives you bits of info about each faction and army and all of that lot, what they are, what they do, and yeah, what you do with them. Warhammer 40k is a fast-paced and explosive tabletop war game. You will choose to play as the mighty Space Marines, the sinister alien Necrons, or one of the many other unique factions of warriors, aliens, and monsters. And it gives you a load of blurb there about the hobby, collecting, armies, all the different miniatures, how to paint them, the colours. It is a really good reference book, mate,
It's a
isn't
good,
it?
it's a good little primer to get you started. You get a Space Marine and a Necron in there as well. Just have
Yeah.
fun building and playing.
Exactly. So you can have a paint of them, and it just lets you see what you're getting into and gives you a bit of background on it. And for the noob, I think for £8.99 for
Oh, yeah.
a total noob, I think that is a steal. I really do. So
you
much
remember what-
so. Sorry,
Go on.
mate. Yeah, so
Go on.
much so that I am going to be getting one.
Ooh. Because the thing
Yeah.
to remember about the Warhammers is it's twofold. You can either just get them and build them like models, which is
Yeah.
brilliant because they are beautifully made models. I often say that like Games Workshop stuff is, in terms of the crispness of the moulding and the design, they are second only to Bandai.
Yeah, it is Bandai grade, isn't it?
Yeah, Bandai is like the best model manufacturer in the world, just full stop. As in the quality of their plastic and the quality of them. But like Games Workshop is like right there behind them. So you can either get them as models, just build them as models, it's great fun, or there's a
Yeah.
whole tabletop game behind it. You can have big battles of hundreds
Exactly.
of models. Oh, great. I must
Because it'll be good for Foxx when he gets his gaming table. But yeah, for £8.99. Yeah, from me to you, it's your turn this week.
if I can have a gaming table that's that big, that'd be great. But yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna film a little review and put it up on the eModels channel, folks. So
You
yeah,
like the
I've
neck one, it's
decided.
all like Belcher and washes, it's great.
Yeah, Ross sent me a load of Necrons, and I've got one on my Valkyrie,
you've
and
got some, haven't you?
yeah, so I've got a load of them. But yeah, just to give you guys and girls an idea of what that's about, I'm going to get it and do a little review on it. So there you go.
Goodly good.
Have you a bit of that?
You're a
Last
good
up,
girl for doing 2 Games Workshops.
absolutely. Last up, folks, we've got a rattle can. And it is the Army Painter 400mm Alien Purple Primer. And I like it because of the colour. It sticks out like a blind cobbler's thumb, doesn't it?
Purple, innit?
Yeah, there's not much blurb. It's literally what it is. It is a rattle can of purple primer. They do a plethora of rattle can colours. Yeah.
What now?
Yellows and metals and all of that lot. So for someone like me that can no longer get Avalanche Sunset in a rattle can, you can get the Army Painter yellow alternative, and it's just as good.
I'll tell you what, that purple would be great if you were painting Covenant vehicles from Halo. Like
Yeah,
ghosts and
exactly.
stuff.
It is a really, really, really vibrant colour.
I have used
yeah.
the Army Painter primers. They are actually really good. They're on par with the Games Workshop ones.
They are. I've got a selection of them under here that I bought because, as you know, GW stopped doing certain rattle can colours, so I snagged the Army Painter equivalent. So yeah, there you go, folks. $10.99, a nice big 400mm can of primer. And yeah, there are plenty of other choices. So I'll give you a quick recap. I'm sure the more eagle-eyed of you have got the tenuous thin link.
I have an important message from Andy McLeish who says, Colin, you're a git, a model making guru, and you're a Burke. The pair of you will get it.
Absolutely, accept any punishment that is coming my way. I am sure it will be sensation.
See, again, we would have forgotten all about it, Andy, but you reminded us.
He reminded us, didn't he? Old Captain Pims there, mate, reminded us with his little wicker hamper.
Should we really explain what this is at some point before we finish the show?
Yeah.
For those that don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. First up was the Boulder Model Super Storyline 135th Chinese tank with the future battle in San Francisco. Good story there.
Pleasant.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Then it was the Scalextrics Team Rally Space. Next up was the Games Workshop Adeptus Sororitas Battle Sisters. I'll get it right
Doritos.
at some point. Yeah, that's the one. Then you had the Meng 1/9 BMW HP4 race, a pre-coloured motorcycle. I had to get a bike in there somewhere.
You did.
Next up was the Squadron 172nd Aliens Invading a UFO. Then you had the Games Workshop getting started with Warhammer 40k book. And last up you had the Army Painter 400mm Alien Purple Primer, folks. There you go. So I'm going to stop sharing and come back. And for your chance of winning absolutely nothing.
Not even.
Maybe a B.
Go.
Is the theme vertebrates?
After it's been through the vacuum tube, almost certainly.
Almost certainly that's what they'll get. Yeah.
You're very quiet there, Chris. Are you just
You've
sleeping?
said that before, but I don't seem to be.
Yeah. I think he's just taken a screenshot of his background and he's just asleep in the chair. Yeah.
He's been replaced by a Vocaloid.
Absolutely. I think the chat might be really, really balking here. We've now got 2 comments. One of them's got the word in it I'm looking for, so I'll give it, being that the chat is a little bit slow on the uptake. The link is Alien.
Yeah.
The movie Alien. Do you get it, Fox? Yeah. Look. Because I get it. Some of them had the word in the description, alien, and obviously the last
I forgot it was a
2.
movie that was the theme.
Yeah. So that was the very tenuous and thin link. It is the Alien franchise, basically.
So who's
Lee
won?
Barrett won. He had the word alien in his thing. He came up with alien invasion, but it had the word in there. Yeah, there's only 4 comments come in so far on my chat, so
Yeah, I've only got 4. Can we give Phil Lewis a secondary second prize for saying monotremes of the old continent? Because I like the word monotremes.
yeah, he can have that as a ding comment if the committee will allow it.
Because you got to give someone points for getting the word monotremes into conversation.
Yeah,
It's
that
quite a skill.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you-
we should have a word of the week, shouldn't we? That anybody that mentions that word gets a thing.
Everybody
do
that's
that.
ever worked in a call centre will get instant
Yeah.
flashbacks.
McLeish says that was so
PTSD.
bloody tenuous, he says it replaces Chris. I can give you a recap of how untenuous it was. But yeah, 3 of them had the word alien in the description, and 2 of them had it in the title. Alien Purple, Alien Space Invaders. The Chinese one was aliens. The red herring was the motorbike.
Space.
Yeah.
I
The
actually forgot that you
was
said it was a
aliens and
film.
astronauts. Yeah.
Space.
And Phil Lewis got a ding, he's happy.
Yay. So don't forget, can you send the gerbil and bees to
Phil Lewis, Lee Barrett even.
Done.
Oh, there might be a small
There you
dog
go.
in there now as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Small dog
on its
with-
way.
Small dog with bees. Check your nearest vacuum tube outlet for your
Yeah,
cats.
could be behind the telly. Yep. You think the Sky Man came to fix the telly, but he didn't. He
Yeah.
put a vacuum
If you see
tube in.
if you see the cat suddenly jump up in the air, then you know where the vacuum tube is.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Now don't forget, folks, we don't know how many of those are in stock. All those items. It might be 1, might be 1,000. So if any of those tickled your fancy, don't hang around. Get them. What do they do, Ted?
Slap it in your basket.
And what do they have to make sure they do?
Oh yes, yeah, it's not yours till you check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's one in stock and you're slow, somebody else might get it before you.
They've all got the green tick of in stockness.
Yeah, it'd be so disappointing as you're walking in the door of the shop to see somebody with it under their arm walking out.
Lee Barrett says, "Got it, but what's with the dog? The dog loves you and always will." That's all you need to know.
Yeah, you can keep the dog.
Dog is a very
Yeah.
good boy.
Yeah, model making pooch. We do that as a giveaway.
Only when model making pooch is the one that doesn't stop pooping on the
Yeah.
carpet, in which case we give them away every week.
Yeah, that's it. You can give model making pooch away next week to the next winner.
Yeah. Anders Ericsson says he's got to get himself a cat so he can find the vacuum tube. You have to get many cats and have them all in different places.
On about prizes, we do have a prize to draw this
We
week.
have got a thing, ain't we, Chris?
We
Yeah, and if you haven't commented on last week's video, you better go and do it now because we're already into overtime. So go and do it now.
We said last
Yeah.
week, so it's the week before last, but yes. If you
Well,
haven't
yeah,
commented,
Here's what you could have won.
Yeah, this is look at what you could have won.
Aye.
Ted will explain
World's
everything
fattest
about the
and
model
shortest
kit now.
747. Wait, what? No.
Ted knows all about this model kit, so he's going to explain it.
Bully's big prize.
Yeah, we're gonna pan it out for a minute just to give you a chance to go and comment on the last video, the last Monday show.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a bit like Bullseye, isn't it? Imagine winning a Razor Crest spaceship, and you live in the centre of Birmingham. Where are you going to put it?
Yeah, you can win the Razor Crest or a mini Metro, one of the two.
Yeah.
Now, ignore the terrible paint job on this photographs because unfortunately Revell have this habit of having the worst artists in the world make their models for the box art.
That is bad.
They seem to
The
get, like,
outside's
the-
all right.
They seem to get the director's kid or something to do it. It's actually, from what I've heard, it's actually a really nice model. But everybody watching can do a vastly superior paint job than that terrible nonsense on the box. They do just seem to find the worst model artists in the world for their box art. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. This one's been painted in silver. Like the Mini Metro would have been brown if you could have
Yes,
won that.
always
but-
brown, always brown.
always brown. So yeah, this is a much better price than brown Mini Metro.
I like the fact they also make it obvious that it's a new tool and not the 1970s Razor Crest kit that they've released for 20, 30 years. Apparently it is a very good kit. Very good.
The bobbins that says it just cut all the parts off the sprue. I hope you remembered all
the
the
Razor Crest has pulled it Tommaso. So if you've not put a comment on the last show, you've not got any chance of winning this.
Yes,
So come on.
that's the show you want to
Absolutely.
look for, the one with just me and Ted in it.
Yeah. Don't forget, it's free. Yeah. All you
free.
need to do is enter.
That
if
would
you
be
don't want it,
another
it's a
one with the C1 metallizer, wouldn't it? That would be
Yeah.
mint.
Oh god, yeah, absolute C1 metalizer job. That would get a gloss black primer, bit of GMT gloss
Yeah.
black primer and C1. Ooh,
Yeah, I couldn't see a Mini Metro in C1 metalizer. No.
no.
Quite a lot.
wouldn't work.
Yeah.
No,
Sure,
that would be
mate,
the
like
most metal you'd ever get on a metro, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
don't know
it didn't come out of the factory with any.
I don't know
No.
if you're driving a metro and the front axle snaps as they always do, then you probably get quite a bit
Yeah.
of metal in the front.
The
cab.
front just goes. Yeah.
It's always the axle.
When I
snap.
loaded this page up, there were 12 comments on it, so I assume there's going to be a few more.
I remember that when we were in the place, we had a mini metro in the place, and somebody drove it round for weeks saying, this mini metro isn't right, it needs something wrong with it. Nah, take it out, it'll be fine. It went into the garage for its annual service to find it didn't have any engine mounts. Somebody had bottomed it and taken the engine off its mounts and just rode around in it for weeks without engine mounts.
Athol McNichol says that model would be a good project for you to orcify, Colin. It would actually, wouldn't it? Of course, that would go down well, wouldn't it, with the Mandalorian fan club?
Yeah, they'd love that. So, if you haven't already commented, then you've got another few seconds before I randomly pick the comment.
Remember, folks, you've got to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
Have.
And remember, folks, when in town, pants come down. No, that's the wrong stream.
I have
Moving on.
pre-done
Never
the
mind, ignore
maths. Because you have to answer questions now before they let you use this tool.
Oh,
Ask
you've got to
4
do
plus
maths.
7. I've done that. I worked it out before the stream. It's okay. So I'm going to click the button now. If you're watching this live, then you might still have a delay. So too late if you've done it. Haven't done it yet. There are 17 unique comments on that stream now.
There you go.
If you are one of those 17 people, good luck. I shall click the start button and we'll see
Drum
who's
roll.
going to win.
Yes. Good luck, everyone.
Terrible look, everybody.
There we
So
go.
I
The
picked
winner
it
is
all.
Scale
There we go.
Modelling Chaos.
There you go. Paul
Oh,
Lines.
we
well
asked
done,
them to
mate.
put in a Star Wars quote, didn't we? So they said, the eModels live stream, you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be...
This is indeed true. This is indeed true.
Absolutely.
And that's just with us two. That was
Yeah.
us, you and
So,
me, Chris, last week.
Scale Modelling Chaos, congratulations. If you're watching now,
Yeah.
let us know you've won. Send an eModel.
Have you got
Send
a
an
kit
email
number
to
for that,
eModels
Chris?
at above Foxx. There's above Colin is the Ted at emodels.co.uk email eModel.
All the way up there.
All the way.
Yeah. Have you got a kit number for that, Chris?
There will be. It'll have numbers on it. It's one of them. What have we got? It is 06781.
81. Yeah.
Cool.
No
Yeah,
worries.
remember,
06781.
Yeah, you send us your email, we'll forward it to the guys at the store, and they'll send it directly out to you. Yeah, so far, brilliant. Well done.
That's it. Done. Finished now.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Colin.
Yay. So well done, Scale Modelling Chaos.
Brilliant.
Get that email sent off, Ted at eModels.co.uk.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. Then when I remember to log into my phone to switch it on, look it out, I'll think, oh, I've got an email to send. So there we go.
Yeah, if there's a 6-month delay between winning and getting the prize, it's just that Ted's not been into his email in 6 months. Oh,
Paul Espresso says he really wanted to win that kit. Well, you can buy it. They do still have them in
Yeah.
stock. So.
Yeah, that's it. So go buy it. Have a look at the eModels website, and you might find lots of things to buy as well.
oh, you will. Oh, you will.
All the
Yeah.
things.
I think on that note, that brings us about to the end of the evening, really. Yeah, and if you have come along and found us on Catch Up because you've been watching football, why didn't you watch football on Catch Up?
Yeah, football's irrelevant. Nobody cares about football.
Yeah. Don't bother about football next time. Come and see us. But anyway, yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the evening because it's getting cold up here in my office and I haven't got any heating on. I've got 3 trousers, 6 tops, and I'll put my hat on before I go to bed.
So you walk like the Michelin man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
He's actually sat like that on the chair because he can't bend his legs.
That's it. Right, we'll leave you with it for this evening. Thank you very much for joining us and coming along. Don't forget, if you did like the show, give us a thumbs up if you like it anyway. And if you didn't, just give us a thumbs down. But we don't care because it still adds to the algorithm.
Absolutely.
And shows people watched it. Yeah. But until next time, we'll see you all then. Don't forget, it's not next week, it's the week after because we can't put the lights on and things now. But yeah, so we'll leave you to it. Thanks very much for joining us and see you all next time in 2 weeks' time. Until then, Bye, everybody. Right,
Adios,
we're-
neighbours.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye. Bye.
Ciao bella, ciao bella, ciao.